I think it's important for people to hear the actual factual information.
Tonight, 8 on Your Side speaks directly with the Wyoming coroner who determined Gabby Petito was strangled to death. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Stacy Scheibel. Thank you for joining us. Gabby Petito was strangled to death by the hands of a killer.
And that revelation came yesterday from the autopsy results in Teton County, Wyoming. Today, investigator Masa Saidi learned more about the investigation, speaking directly with that coroner. She joins us now live in studio with more on the conversation. Masa.
Josh and Stacey, we got new details from Dr. Brett Blue about the cause of death in this case. We also asked him to elaborate on comments that appear to identify a suspect in Gabby Petito's death.
Is there anything you want to say to the Petito family?
After being holed up for days at his Northport home, this morning, Brian Laundrie's dad, Chris, came out to mow the lawn. He was peppered with questions as he trimmed the grass surrounding a makeshift memorial for Gabby Petito.
Is there anything you want to say to Brian, sir?
According to the Laundrie family timeline, Brian has been at large exactly 1 month today, despite the fact that the coroner has now determined Gabby was strangled to death by human force. The feds still only identify Brian as a person of interest in Gabby's case, wanted for bank card fraud. That's why this statement from the Teton County coroner Tuesday got so much attention.
Unfortunately, this is only one of many deaths around the country of people who are involved in domestic violence.
Some assume Dr. Blue was confirming Laundrie was involved. Today, he told me that's not what he was saying.
Did you determine that her cause of death was the result of domestic violence, or was that just, a comment you made in the moment?
That was a comment I made in the moment.
Gabby's autopsy was performed on September 21st. Within hours, authorities announced the manner of death, homicide. It took 3 weeks to release the cause of death, manual strangulation.
How do you determine a finding of manual strangulation? Like, what is the state of the body in general that allows you to come up with that conclusion?
Well, it's dictated by the type of injuries. In general, when you talk about strangulation, there are two things that can happen. One is cutting off the blood flow to the brain through the carotid arteries, and the other is collapsing the windpipe so a person can't breathe.
So tonight, the FBI and federal prosecutors are not releasing any more information. No suspect has been named. And while manual strangulation is often considered to be murder, there could be a set of facts that make it not murder, like self-defense. Stacey.